Dr. Asa, America's health coach MD, returns to Babbie's house to give us more insight on what it takes to live a healthier life. You'll meet Dr. Asa Andrew today on Babbie's house. Stay tuned. It's coming to you right now.
Every day is filled with possibility. At Babbie's house, everybody is family. Welcome to Babbie's house.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Babbie's house. Thanks for joining me today. Dr. Asa Andrew is a returning guest on Babbie's house, and he is here to encourage us to live a healthier lifestyle. And he is on syndicated radio, and he's back again on Babbie's house to encourage us. And before he comes and we talk to him about things like fad dieting and how to ward off those things that are knocking at America's door, like diabetes and heart challenges and all of those things that Americans and even people in Europe and other continents are now dealing with. He's going to encourage us and give us a lot of good information, so stay with me. But right now I want to sing for you a song that welcomes not only you to Babbie's house, but the Spirit of the Lord. Come on into the house. Come on in to the house. Come on in to the house of the Lord. Everything we have needed, the Father has provided. So come on into the house of the Lord. Sing it again, come on into the house. Come on into the house of the Lord. Oh, everything that we have needed, the Father has provided. So come on into the house of the Lord. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. In the house my soul gets lifted up, and I can lay all my troubles down. The Holy Spirit will ease my mind. I'll leave the troubles of the world behind. There's plenty of room for you and me, because we're all in the family. Yeah, yes. So come on into the house. Yes, come on into the house. Come on into the house of the Lord. Everything that you ever needed, the Father has provided. So come on into the house of the Lord. I know the Lord was
The average American teenager drinks 600 cans of soda per year. One 12-ounce soda has 150 calories and 10 teaspoons of sugar. Water has no calories or sugar.
Rethink that drink.
Lay off the liquid candy.
Committed? Absolutely. People rely on me. I don't take that lightly. Sure, sometimes we get out of sync and things feel forced. That's when the commitment kicks in. You buckle down, hammer it out, and keep it together for everybody involved. So, yeah, I'm completely committed to my marriage. Till death do us part.
In support of the Marriage Commission and Awakening America Alliance.
Commit to your marriage.
When it's time for lunch, a sandwich is a quick and easy choice. And with the right ingredients, it can be good and good for you. So I'm here today to see who can build the ultimate sandwich. All right, when the time is up, our judges will give you their scores. Ready, set, go! Okay, Jason starts out with a multi-grain roll. Ooh, Allison stuffing her pita with, yes, spinach, a great source of iron. Jason isn't skipping on the protein, adding plenty of smoked turkey, like Allison's putting the finishing touches with crispy red bell peppers for a dose of vitamin A. Time! It looks like we have a tie. We'll need to call in our special guest referee.
Now, these are what I call quick, delicious lunches. Whole grain breads, a whole variety of ingredients. There are so many different ways to build delicious, healthy sandwiches. These two get high marks in every category. I'd say you're both winners. America.
Let's get healthy together.
Welcome back to Babbie's House. I'm so happy to have on the show a returning guest. He is one of our favorite people here on Babbie's House, and he is Dr. Asa Andrew, and he is America's Health Coach, MD, and he has written a book called Empowering Your Health, Overcome Genetics, Look and Feel Younger, Finally Take Control of Your Health. And that is a great message that we all need to hear. We all need encouragement to maximize how to live well and live long, not just spiritually, but mentally and physically and emotionally. Welcome back to Babbie's House, Dr. Asa.
Great to be here, as
Good to
always.
see you.
It's great
Thank
to be
you.
here.
It's good to
Love
see
it.
you as always.
I know, come on.
And we love having you on the show.
Love being here.
Thank you very, very much. You've written some good books, and we hear you on syndicated radio. And,
Right.
and thank you for helping us to maximize living.
It's really my passion, Babbie. I mean, God's called us to live well. And He's given us this body, and it's a temple, and He tells us to take care of it. So many times we let that go. And it's not because maybe we want to. A lot of times life gets in the way. Kids and family and 2 jobs and everything else. And all of a sudden we wake up one day in our 40s and 50s, start taking medications, things are breaking down. You're thinking, what happened? In my 20s I felt great, had all this energy. Where did all the time go? And what happens is life just happens. And there's that switch that happens for people, the wake-up call, and it's like, okay, I don't want to die when I'm 60. You know, I've got kids, I've got family that I want to be here for. God's called me to more, and I want to be here for that. And so I think when that switch flips in a lot of people, they're like, what do I do? And the reality is, and the questions I get on radio and an upcoming TV show that we've got coming out is, you know, Dr. Asa, where do I start?
Yes.
And that's what I want to get into
Well,
today.
you have written 7 pillars, really.
Right.
7 foundations to help us reach that goal of living well.
It is.
Can you get us off to a good start?
Absolutely. First one is this. Jesus said in John 5, chapter 6, He asked the man who was sick, laying by the pool of Bethesda. He walked by him, and He asked him the question. He said, do you want to get well?
Wow.
And it's a pivotal question in the Bible, I think. And so many times, I was in ministry before I was even a doctor with the power team. So it was the guys breaking, you know, bricks and ripping phone books and doing
Absolutely.
all that. Back in the day. So retired now, absolutely. So don't ask me to rip a phone book here on the show. So,
Or blow up a water bottle.
Definitely not the hot water bottles. We don't want to do that. But you know, one thing I learned back just in ministry in the early days like that was, you know, preaching the gospel. You're always studying for a message, asking God to speak to you. And one time, it just hit me. I'm reading all through the red letters, and rarely do you see people come to Jesus because they want their sins forgiven. They're coming to Him 9 times out of 10 because their physical body is not well. and they're looking for something to be touched, for Jesus to touch them, heal them. Their son's sick, someone's sick. Then after Jesus does that, then their ears are open, their eyes are open, and they're ready to listen to what he's all about and about, their own personal salvation, which is so powerful. And so realizing that, I saw this, I said, okay, well, with people's body, Jesus walks up to this guy, right? And we know that in Jesus, if he wants to, he could instantly touch the man and just heal him for no reason at all, just because he loves him, right? But he walks up to the man simply and says, do you want to get well? What he's telling him, or really asking the question is, do you really want to take responsibility for your own health and your own life? Are you willing to do what it takes, no matter how hard it might be, to get well, stay well, and live well? Because I can touch you and heal you right now. And the man, the first thing out of his mouth, the Bible says he was sick for 38 years. Now, let me tell you something, Babbie. No one is sick for 38 years unless they've got some kind of genetic issue or they want to be. Because we know the CDC said that 85% of our health challenges that we face today could be virtually eliminated if we would change our lifestyle choices. 85%.
Wow. That's putting the responsibility
on us. So Jesus knew that. And he said to the man, do you want to get well? He said, I can't, sir. Every time I try to get into the water, just so you know, every time the angels would stir the water in this pool called Bethesda, then if you get into the water, the story goes that the person would be healed. So the man's laying by the pool. He's sitting right by the pool, and the waters are stirred. And Jesus said, do you want to get well? He said, I can't. Every time I try to get into the water, someone always gets in ahead of me. So there's the excuse.
Yes.
Do you want to get well? Do you want to, get out of having high cholesterol and diabetes? Do you want to lose the weight? Well, I can't. I work 2 jobs. Well, I can't. I'm addicted to my Fruit Loops. I can't. I like eating donuts. I can't. I've been doing it this way for a long time. I don't know how to exercise. There's excuse after excuse after excuse, to the point where Jesus was like in the story, he said, fine. And I love you anyway. He said, pick up your mat and walk. Instantly the man was healed. He picked up his mat and he walked. Jesus healed him anyway.
Yes.
But what he wanted to know, were you willing to take responsibility for your health and your life? Because our health is a gift from God. What we do with our health is our gift back to him.
Yes.
It's powerful. So our first step is, do you want to get well? Answer the question, because if a person really wants to get well, they'll make the decision. When I get calls on the radio, people have already listened to me long enough where they say, Dr. Asa, I'm ready. I'm ready to make a change in my life, regardless.
So that's
the first step.
Number one.
It is. Your mind has to be right. If the mind is right, everything else will follow. Number 2 is you want to start eating the right kind of foods. Eat a whole food diet, and here's the way you do it. Real simple. Stay away from the processed foods, white foods, and the sugars, and you want to do equal amounts of lean quality proteins like chicken, fish, beef, or eggs. Low glycemic carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables. At least 3 to 4 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day is very, very important for optimal health. And then healthy fats, about 25 to 30% of your diet in good healthy fats, almonds, walnuts, cashews, avocados. Cooking your foods, not in olive oil, not in canola oil, but use 3 different items. Real butter, and actually use grapeseed oil and coconut oil. Those are the 3 oils that don't break down under heat, and those oils bring health to the body. So that's number 2. Now, number 3, I'm a big fan of, is go to your physician 1 time a year, no matter what age you are, and get blood work done. There's power in the blood. There's life in the blood. And what we know in medicine, it's been the gold standard forever. We can see nutritional deficiencies. We can see where your body is headed. If it's headed the wrong way, then you can start changing the way you do things nutritionally, whether it's with supplements or foods or exercise, and begin to steer your body a completely different way. So it's amazing. So lab work is a critical component. We think supplements and exercise, but lab work is a key. 1 time a year, go to your physician and have them take a look at that. It's really important.
I want us to just park right there for a second.
Okay, we'll park it.
And let's go, let's talk about some of these things. Let's just kind of flesh some of these things out.
All right, let's do it.
You were talking about our diet and nutrition. I think it was you, Dr. Asa, that said, eat living foods.
Yes.
Living foods.
Living foods.
That means like real vegetables.
That means the real deal.
Talk about that.
I mean, eat foods in the way they're originally designed. Okay, for example, eat an apple, not an apple Pop-Tart. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, apple pie, I know it tastes good, and I get all that. But you want to eat foods in the way they're originally designed. If you do that, then it's going to bring health to the body. Foods will either do one of 2 things. Remember, your body's cells are made by what we put in our body, not just randomly. So if you pick fried chicken and put it in, the chances of you making an abnormal cell is really, really high because of the trans fats. If you take baked chicken and put it in, the chances of you making a good cell are really good. So French fries, broccoli. Let's see, which one's going to make a better cell and which one is not. So the goal is to make the best choices 90% of the time. And I'm not an extremist. I mean, 10% of the time with the family, a birthday party, whatever, have a piece of cake. And if grandma's making her fried chicken, I mean, my goodness, it's Christmas. Go ahead and have some fried chicken with grandma.
Enjoy yourself.
Right, but 90% of the time, get right back on the wagon. And if we do that, the body can ward off 10% of bad choices. The body cannot ward off 90% of bad choices, which a lot of us put ourselves in, and we get to a place where we get stuck.
Then I want to talk about another thing.
Okay.
In the evening, you know, we might be watching TV, and just about I won't say just about, but oftentimes we'll see commercials that are talking about new drugs that are on the market. And it sends this mentality that our answer to our health dilemmas are in a bottle or in a pill. Can you talk to us? Give us some insight on on how to that is not the answer. That is not the to resolve the solution.
In medicine, we have what's called standard of care. And the medications have been through tons of different studies, so there's good research behind them, like, for example, a statin drug for cholesterol, okay, or an ACE inhibitor for high blood pressure, okay? Just different medications that we take that are out there. Medicine is a great manager, okay? So medicine will never correct our bad lifestyle choices. It will never correct you not getting out of bed and exercising. It will never correct what you do at the refrigerator. Medicine won't ever correct the behavioral side of what we do. But medicine is a great manager to take care of you in lieu of your bad choices. That's what medicine does. So it's not a cure, it's a manager to allow you to keep making bad choices. So here's what that'll preach right there.
That'll preach.
That'll preach right there. I'll take that one. Good thing I'm not in a pulpit right there. I would have taken that one all the way down. So here's the deal. If you've got medicine, your physician has you on it, it's a great thing. I'm very happy for that because we need it to manage in lieu of your bad choices. But here's the deal. You don't want to stay on it forever, right?
Yes.
We don't want to stay on the medicine forever. So stay on it for a period of time to honor your physician, to take care of your body, but get your rear end gear. You've got to start making some changes with whatever it is, diabetes, heart disease, cholesterol, anxiety, depression, whatever.
And hold that right there.
Making lifestyle choices is what it's about.
We're going to come back with more after this break.
Sounds
Such
good.
great information. Stay with me. After this break, we're coming back with more Babbie's House. Stay with me.
All right, guys, we gotta be smarter about what we bite on, okay? I want everyone to go outside. We're gonna run Red Rover on 3.
What about you, Tony?
I'm gonna run around in circles, flat my arms, and make engine noises like this.
When it comes to playing, we kids are the pros.
We're eating right, too. We fuel up
To play 60!
If your school doesn't have a program, be a leader. Start one.
Click today and join the movement.
Real men know that getting tested is the way to take care of their families. That's why real men wear gowns. For a list of the tests you need, go to ahrq.gov.
From the earliest age, children follow your lead. They watch everything you do and every move you make. This includes your choices about what you eat and your choices about health and exercise. So take the lead. If you make healthy choices, your children will too.
It's up to all of us to lead our youth to a healthy future. For a parent and caregiver checklist for raising a healthy child, visit surgeongeneral.gov.
All right, class, pay attention. I'm passing back your test from last week.
Keep your mind wealthy. Snack healthy.
Welcome back to the show. I've been talking with Dr. Asa Andrew. He's America's Health Coach, MD, and he is on Babbie's House today, encouraging us and motivating us, empowering us to better health. His book is called Empowering Your Health, Overcome Genetics, Look and Feel Younger, Finally Take Control of Your Health. And we've been talking about these 7 pillars to better living, to a better life, to a better lifestyle. And they're in this book called Empowering Your Health. We made it through number 3. And I hope we're going to make it to all 7 of them. We'll make it. But take us to number 4.
Okay, so here's the deal. So number 1, you want to get well. Make the decision that you want to be healthy, and you start taking action toward that, okay? Number 2 is you start living or eating to live, not living to eat, all right? Making whole food choices every single day, taking those little baby steps toward that. Number 3, we want to get lab work done with our primary care physician once a year to make sure all of our levels are in check, all right? So that's all important. Number 4.
That's good.
Number 4 is the big one, okay? Number 4 is exercise. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, doing something you enjoy, okay? Walking the dog and gardening do not count. Because everybody says, well, I garden and I walk the dog. Those 2 don't count. So you've got to have focused exercise. If you're going to walk, if you have the capability, your knees and joints don't hurt. If you're going to walk, I say do it first thing in the morning. As soon as you wake up, drink about 10 to 12 ounces of green tea, as long as you don't have any kind of blood sugar related issue. That's when the metabolism is going to benefit you the most for the rest of the day. So if you get up, drink you about 12 ounces of water, hydrate, get out, walk 20 minutes. Don't complain about the sleet and the snow. Get out and walk anyway, and go, and then come back in and have your breakfast. That will set your metabolism up to burn twice the amount of calories for the next 7 hours. So
wow, that's good.
It is. And so that's the deal. You want to start walking, do anything. I mean, ride a bike, go to the treadmill, whatever you have to do, but just get your body moving. That's the key.
Talk to us about the benefits of walking. Okay. It's not just about, managing your weight, but there are other great benefits to walking.
Cardiovascular benefit, we know it's proven. It's the one thing doctors, physicians will always try to get you to do, just get moving. I mean, just moving, Babbie, in general is great because our body was designed to move. If you sit more than 6 hours a day, you take 6 years off of your life. That's a big deal. And think about how much we're in the car, planes, traveling, all that sort of thing. So you got to really get your body moving.
That's significant.
Anything that we can do to walk or to move, biking, swimming, whatever you want to do, I just tell people to get moving because it's going to give you overall benefit for the lymphatic system, get rid of toxins. It's going to help you sleep better. So it's not just about weight loss. It's about getting that heart pumping and getting that cardiovascular system in a healthy position.
Good. Yeah, all right, let's move on to
so the next one, number 5. All right, here's the deal. Number 5, you want to supplement with whole food supplements. Now, here's the deal. You can take your synthetic vitamins, which you get at your different stores, or you can go to a health food store and ask for whole food-based vitamins. The reason those are good, let me just tell you 4 that are very, very important for everybody. They should be on your kitchen table no matter where you are. It's a good whole food multivitamin, all right, to give you a little bit of everything that you need. Cod liver oil or any kind of fish oil. I like the liquid the best, but the fish oil is really good. It gives you vitamin A, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are important for your immune system, for brain function, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it really, if you could throw everything else away and take a tablespoon of fish oil, just like Granny used to give us when we were little, you would stay healthy in a lot of ways. It really does help. Number 3 is a good digestive enzyme to help you break your foods down. That's a real important piece. The reason for that, Babbie, is our soil is so depleted now. No matter how organic your food is, it doesn't matter. We still are very depleted. And so taking digestive enzymes will take you from absorbing about 20% of the food that we currently eat to about 85 or 90% of the foods we eat. So something to keep in your purse as you travel and as you go every single day. And number 4, probiotics. Probiotics are the good kind of bacteria. Antibiotics always wipe out everything. That's what you take from your doctor when you have an infection. But probiotics put the good bacteria back in our digestive tract so that we have a healthy gut.
Yes.
Healthy gut, healthy body. That's the key. So those 4 are ones we need. Then if your lab work tells you that things are off or you some kind of deficiencies or whatever, then you can take your vitamin D or you can take vitamin B6 or whatever it might be that your doctor finds. But those are really good to take on a regular basis.
All right, so we've gotten to number 5.
Number 5. Okay, so the next one is water. It's one that we don't get enough of, and I'll tell you this, most people are dehydrated. We drink coffee in the morning to get going when we wake up, sodas, teas, everything throughout the day. Here's the rule of thumb. Half your body weight in ounces of pure non-chlorinated water every single day. Okay, that's the big one.
Yes.
So water, I don't care what you have to do, get a little, one of the big bottles that you carry with you. That's what I do a lot of times. And I keep track. Now there's the apps on the phones that will keep track of your water. I think Waterlogged is a really good app. It's free. It doesn't cost anything.
Cool.
And it'll actually send you the little reminders to drink your water.
And we are almost out of time.
Okay, here
so
we go.
Got here number 7.
You're wrapping me up. I feel the amen coming. All right, so the last one is rest. Mm-hmm. Okay, so at all that running around and eating, I want you to rest. All right, 6 days, 1 day off. That's what God said, right?
Yes, that's
right. So the
right.
same thing with our body. But I want to tell you this. Our sleep that we get every single night is critical for our body to regenerate. Get in bed before midnight every single night. Every minute of sleep we get before midnight is worth 4 minutes afterwards. You'll be twice as rested if you'll just go to bed before midnight. Shut the movies, TV, and the computer off, and take 1 full day off a week. Don't do anything. No cell phones, computer. Chill out with your family, hang out, and just shut it down. God shut it down. We can shut it down so we can live the life He designed us to live.
Wonderful. Dr. Asa, thank you for coming by Babbie's
great
house.
to be here.
Will you tell us how we can contact you, how we can go to your website?
Sure.
Give us those addresses.
Sure, absolutely. Go to teamlifestyle.com. That's teamlifestyle.com. Call me any night on the radio. I'm on every single night, 888-283-7272. Be glad to take your call, talk to you about whatever you want.
Wonderful. Again, Dr. Asa, America's Life Coach. Thank you.
It's great to be here.
For coming by Babbie's house. Again, the name of the book is called Empowering Your Health, and Dr. Asa Andrew has been our guest. Thank you so very much for being my very special guest. Will you do me this favor? Will you log on to my website at Babbie.com? Of course, I'm all over Facebook and Twitter and all of those ways to contact me via social networking. Thanks again. It's always our privilege to bring wonderful, informative guests like Dr. Asa to encourage you not only spiritually, but mentally, socially, financially, physically, spiritually, in all of those ways. Well, the Lord bless you and keep you. That's our prayer. We'll see you next time here on Babbie's House.